everyone, my name is Francisca Sari. I'm a logo and branding designer. You will also find me by the name Francisca Design or Francisca Sari Design on various social media. This is my first video on this channel. This channel will share my experience working as a logo and branding designer. Starting from how to build a logo, get clients, become a logo contestant, and to build emotional relationship with clients. This video was made in response to comments on my short videos on TikTok. Thank you for being interested in my video content, but it would be quite difficult to make a short video with a complicated process of digitizing the logo. One way I could find is to speed up the video. This time, I will present it to all of you, especially those of you who are learning Adobe Illustrator in the early stages, or those who want to understand how to digitize a logo from a sketch that has been made. So please skip this video for those who have experience, or please provide constructive comments. Also, if some of you find this video too long and maybe need something concise, then you can take a look at the short video archives I have online. Now, let's assume we are at the stage of the logo digitization process. And let's say this is a business dealing with growth, organic, and environmental or all of these variables. And the client has chosen this sketch with the initial TLG. First, I have prepared a worksheet in Adobe Illustrator with a size of 2000 pixels for each side. This is a sketch I made. Then position it vertically by rotating it. With this position later, it will be very easy to build a grid. Once the sketch looked nicely vertical, I deleted all of these guidelines and locked the layer. Now, I'm trying to make a leaf grid with the rectangle tool. Holding down the Shift key is especially useful for refining a square. This is so that each side is the same size. Once this initial shape was formed, I duplicated it with Command C and Command F. Continuing to use the Direct Selection tool, drag all the corners inward so that they become a perfect circle. To delete the unneeded parts, I selected all the objects and activated the Shape Builder tool button. Then proceed by pressing the Unite feature to combine all vector objects. Perfect! Now I'm going to create the inner vertical grid lines with the Rectangle tool. Duplicate them in parallel by pressing and holding the Shift key, followed by Command D to multiply these rectangles. Here I have 9 vertical squares, and align them to the edge of the leaf shape. Next, I press Command G to group these vertical lines and rotate them to 90 degrees. Now I need a leaf shape to complete the inner grid. Command C and Command V will work this time, then drag while holding Shift and Option on the keyboard. I currently have the perfect grid for creating business initial in leaf shapes. Just need to use the Direct Selection tool and press Shift X to fill in all the fields I need. Once this logo was formed, I remove all the grid lines groups. After that, select one by one and press Shift X. This is to make it easier for me to separate objects with grid lines. Finally, I deleted these unused grid lines and press Command F to show the objects again. Last stage, I just need to remove all unnecessary anchor points. This is intended so that this vector is free from all things that are not needed. Now, I rotated according to the sketch and corrected the thickness of the logo on the negative version. This is also so that the logo appears perfectly in both positive and negative version. Perfect! Now this shape is completely finished. Of course, making a logo won't be as easy as in this video. This will require a complex process, starting from collecting business data, including business background, name, etc. Also, how to deduce variables from the data collected, looking for logo reference, sketches, the digitization process, up to the handover stage. That doesn't include revision and intense communication between designer and project owners. I will share all of this in a separate videos. Thanks for watching.